In this episode, I'll show you how easy it is to deploy Rails app using Rails machine. Let's get started. The first thing you'll do is secure the server. So you'll SSH into the box using the password provided in the email, in the welcome email for that particular hosting account. And so you're logged in. And then what you would do is you would do a cat root.txt that will display the password you need to use to do a sudo.root, and then you'll enter that password that you found in root.txt, and then you will basically change the password for the root by doing this command. And then after that you can change, once you change the root password, then you do a password deploy and change the password for the deploy user, which is used by Capistrano for deployment purposes. After this, you will change the MySQL passwords by executing few commands that's found on the operating manuals on Rails machine site. After that, you can use SSH keys to log in easily to the server. So let's exit out of this, and you would just do SSH keygen. And the machine name is provided. Actually, you should do this on the machine, on your machine. You have to generate it on your machine so you can log in from your machine. You should not do this on the remote machine. It was a mistake. So let's do it right. So it already exists. I'm going to use the same thing. Okay, so let's do a SSH deploy at. This will execute these commands on the remote server. You provide this password that he had set up. That's fine, since we are made a mistake and we created the directory anyway. It's already there. We'll just copy our files, the generated ID RSA pub file. Okay, that's copied using secure copy. Okay. Now eval SSH agent. SSH add. So it's added. Now we can enjoy fast, secure logins without providing any passwords. You just do a deploy, you'll be on the hosting machine. Okay, now let's log in to the remote server. You can do SSH into that box just by doing this, and you don't have to provide any passwords. There, boom, you're at home directory. Now you can just do install Rails machine -y sudo password we set up the root password. You provide the password and install the okay, now I'm root. Let me install Rails machine. Just waiting for the prompt to come back so I can run the next command. Okay, now let's create a Rails app. So let's set up the password and run the Capify command. You need Rails Capistrano 2.0 for this thing to work. That's done. And then you can do a Rails machine. Name of the app. Domain is the given domain. Sorry about that. So you just say yes if it wants to override to deploy.rb. And now you do cap repos, set up the repository for Subversion. This will check in these files and check out to a project name underscore greet machine, and from there we need to work. From there on we'll use that as our working copy. So let's go to that directory and you do a cap servers setup. And you provide the password for deployment user. and now that is provided. Now you can do a cap deploy cold. Do a cap service setup was done. Now we can do cap deploy cold. And you provide the deploy password again. This will automatically create the database user and password. And now, okay, now let's go ahead and actually create something meaningful in our application. In postcard machine, let's create so we have the migration and you have a greeters controller. Now let's deploy this CNST. There are some changes here that needs to be added. Okay, let me just destroy this and I need to add this thing automatically. So generate, automatically add all the generated one. It has added CNST. These are all the added files. Okay, now I have all these things I want to deploy and run the migrations also at the same time. We have one migration, so do a cap deploy migrations. Okay, let's now see if this worked. Okay, it says welcome aboard, but we want to go to the greeters controller. Greeters controller. Let's just say I want to say hello. I don't want anything else. App views, greeters, index. And that's it. Forgot to check in the files. So I think that should fix it. So let's try again. There it is. That's all for this screencast. And so I hope this